Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet a chain. I've been crocheting for 3 years now, and it's a great way to pass your time. In order to make it to crochet a chain, it takes 3 steps. First, you want to make a knotted loop, then you want to make the chain, then you want to make the chain thicker. I would also like to show you some of the projects that I've done, including a scarf, a headband, a beanie, and a blanket. So to get started, I'm going to show you the kind of yarn I'm using. This is your average size yarn. I picked colorful so that you can see the different stitches that I'm going to do. And I'm also using a size J hook. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your yarn, just like this. Okay, this end's attached to the ball of yarn. And you're going to crisscross it, just like this. One crosses in front of the other. No big deal, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Then you're going to take your index finger and your thumb and push it through the loop like this. And you want to grab the end that's still attached to the ball of yarn. And you want to pull it back through the loop like this, but still hold on to the end piece that's not attached. And it'll thicken the knot. It'll tighten the knot just like this. So this knot's obviously too big for my crochet hook, so I'm going to tighten it a little by just pulling both of the ends until the knot reaches the size. So that's the first step to make a knotted loop. Now we want to move on to our second step of making the chain. You want to hold the yarn with your thumb and middle finger, and then you want to loop the rest of the yarn around your index finger. This is the best way I know how to do it. Other people do it differently. Just whatever feels the most comfortable and you have most control over is going to be the best way for you. Place your hook through your loop and face it towards your index finger, and then to make the chain, you're going to go down and under with your hook, and you're going to twist it towards you to catch the yarn, and you're going to just slip the yarn through the loop that you made. Then you're going to do the same thing again, go down and under, twist, and slip the yarn through the loop. Now you have two, and you have a hook, loop on your hook. Now you want to do the same thing again, just keep going. Hook, twist, and pull through, and then hook, twist, and pull through. And you're going to continue this until you have the length of, or the width, the width of your project. So this one right here is like 4 inches. You could make a skinny scarf or a thicker headband with it. And this is the chain. So now you just want to thicken the chain. So you want to put your hook through the loop that's at the end and face it towards the end of your chain like this. And you want to go through the top two strands of yarn. Here's the loop we're putting our hook through. Then there's one strand, and there's a second strand right there. Now you're going to go through, just like this, through one, and through a second. So now you have 3 on there. Now you want to do the same thing you were doing before. Hold with your middle finger and your thumb, and go down and under, and hook it. And you're going to pull the yarn that's attached to the ball of yarn through the first two loops that are on your hook. So now you have one that was already there and a new one, and our new one is yellow. So now you're going to hook it again just like this, and you're going to pull through just like that. Now that's the first stitch that you have thickened now on your chain. So you're just going to repeat the process by going through the top 2, just like this, the top 2, and then to pull through the top 2, and then pull through the last 2, just like that. Now you can see that this end of the chain is starting to get a little thicker than this one that we had originally. So you just keep going until you get to the very end, like this. This one has gotten I went all the way to the end with, and you can see it's a lot thicker. To make a scarf, you just keep going. Once you get to this end, you're going to zigzag back across it. Get this untwisted, and then you're going to zigzag back, and you just keep going until you get the length of the scarf that you want. So that's all the crocheting. I would like to show you some of the projects that I've done. I want to start with a headband. It's the simplest. It's the first thing I did. You only need about a 3-inch chain, and then you're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. This is a flower that I've added additionally, but you just go back and forth, all the way until you get to the length that you want to go around your head, and then you just stitch it together. And I've also made a scarf. This is also made with a chain, and it's just essentially a thickened chain. So I put ruffles on the end of this one, but you can see the lines just going back and forth. Some more complex projects are, I've made a beanie, just like this. This one is made with a circular chain. It's a little trickier to catch onto, but it's really easy once you get it, and these are really fast to make. So, and then a project that I'm still working on, this is a really traditional form of crocheting. It's called granny square. It's probably because your granny used to make blankets like this, and they are a bunch of little squares. So it's just like this. You can see that there's like a square and then a hole and then a square and then a hole, and that's the object of this. So you can make This one's pretty big, but I'm just going to keep going. So crocheting is really easy. You just need the 3 steps to make a knotted loop, to make a chain, and then thicken the chain. And once you do that, you can be on your way to making great projects. Thank you.